But today is all about a celebration and an unveiling of the Bardstown Rotary Club's Patio project. That's what we're calling it. In conjunction with the Stephen Foster Drama Association, and we have several of the board members here today. But it's a day for us as Rotarians to really reflect on the many projects, not just this one, and the donations that we've made possible to this community over the years. We should be very proud. I know I am. I'm very proud of what Rotary stands for and what the Bardstown Rotary Club has done for this community. So let's give ourselves a round of applause. I would like to bring Rob Smotherman up. Rob spearheaded this project with the past president with the Bardstown Rotary Club, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about how the project came about. Rob?
Thanks, Jamie, and special thanks to all the folks who helped put this together. Of course, the Rotary Club, and we'll mention some names in a minute. Leanne with Susie Q's and the Great Lunch. Let's give her a hand. It's always delicious. And we'll mention members of the Drama Association who helped put this together, but in particular Johnny Warren, who's Managing Artistic Director for the Stephen Foster Drama Association, as well as Margaret Elder, who is our Office and Accounts Manager, and Billy Bass. You may remember Billy Bass, who played Shrek, among other characters. He helped out today, so many thanks to them for helping to set this up. Thank you. So we kind of begin our story at the end. You're sitting on it. So we call it the Patio Project, and what a gorgeous result that we had. We have members of the team who actually put this together, and I'd like to recognize them. First, Eddie Masterson. Eddie, would you wave your hand there in the back? Eddie's with Music, Home, and Lumber, and we really appreciate him leading the effort on the construction. And then, of course, Tommy Downs. Tommy. And what they've done is they've developed a project that we can actually build on, and that was one of the ideas. This is certainly a finished, beautiful product, but it can be a work in progress. And Johnny's going to talk a little bit about how we can actually use this to spawn some other projects going forward. So it's a very, very exciting day for us. But this was about 10 months in the making, or in the creation of this, and it started about 10 months ago. The Drama Board and Association were thinking of projects that were desperately needed, and this was one of them. And so, to make a long story short, there was a series of meetings with the Rotary Club's past presidents group, and I'll talk a little bit about that fund and how that began in just a second. And so there were some folks who had a great interest, who are members of that past president's committee, and really through a series of meetings and back and forth discussions, wound up with this idea. And I'd like to recognize them. Paul McCoy. Paul. Matthew Height. And Jerry Lear. I think Jerry is here today. Oh, there he is. Hey, Jerry, just in time. And the sign that you see, let me get my big head out of the way so you can see this, was the brainchild of David Clark, and David helped. He totally did it. He got this bronze sign together. So I'll let you take a look at that briefly here. Thank you, David. If you can't see it, it says presented to Stephen Foster Drama Association 2013 Bardstown Rotary Club. So, and indeed, the Past President's Fund and what that is all about, it's a fund that Rotary started, I think, in the year 2002. And the idea was to build on that every year, or to add any monies that were left over at the end of a fiscal year to this fund so that it could grow and be used for substantial projects. And you probably are familiar with some of the projects that have been funded by this in the past. In the year 2005, the Serenity Garden at Flagey Memorial Hospital, and then also in 2007, the Downtown City Park at West Broadway and 3rd Street, where the Rotary Clock Tower is. So those are examples, recent examples of what the President's Fund has done. And then, of course, most recently, the $14,000 donation to the Stephen Foster Drama Association for the Patio project. project. So that's a little history of the Rotary Club's Past Presidents Fund, and it continues to be alive and well, and we look forward to the next project. Members of the Stephen Foster Drama Association board are here, and I'd certainly like to recognize them. If you'll just wave your hand. Carl Malls, many of you know. Carl? Tiger Houston, you all know Tiger. He's a Rotarian. He is on our board. And let's see. I'm going to introduce Ellen here later, but Ellen Finn is the chair of our board. Ellen Finn. Kenny Fogel. And Will McGinnis. Will, I don't think Will is here, but certainly they have been very active in helping this project come together. And of course, again, let me introduce Margaret Elder, who does everything known to man. Margaret Elder, our Office and Accounts Manager again. Thank you, Margaret. And we'll introduce Johnny here in just a second. So that's my little spiel on how this came together, and again, with special thanks to Rotarians for making this possible. Certainly service above self is exemplified here. And one of the ideas is to have a place where people could gather and not have their shoes in the mud before any kind of event here at the amphitheater, whether it's the Stephen Foster story, whether it's one of the Live at the Park concert series, and the second show, of course. So, for example, Shrek. And we were able to have kind of a soft opening when the CCR Revival Band played. That was our last Live at the Concert Park, and it was a great success. So you'll see people like Jeff Castle, musicians like that who have traditionally played out here, and now they have an actual place to stand, and it's wonderful. It's quite fitting that Rotary's part of this today. We used to open our meetings with songs. There's a great reason why we don't do that anymore. So we'll leave that to the professionals here at the drama. But so this is a wonderful place to certainly for music, but there are visitors from all over the world who are here, and of course that's one of the pillars of Rotary, is it's an international organization. So that's it. We hope that this encourages people to come out and visit, and of course Rotary will be very much in the minds of folks, as well as the Stephen Foster Drama Association. And to me personally, I just think it's a great example of how these two wonderful organizations have worked together, and we'll continue to build on that. So maybe we'll get, I don't know, the old folks at home may come out and do an autumn waltz or something. So, sorry, that was dumb but undeniably right. You had to get that in there. So with no further ado, I know Johnny wants to talk a little bit about the future and some other things. So our managing artistic director, and again, along with Margaret, does everything here at the Stephen Foster Drama Association. So many thanks again to Bardstown Rotary Club and the Stephen Foster Drama Association. Johnny Warren.